Today we're going to work on making James Rizzi inspired buildings on paper. And when we looked at his buildings, most of them were built of geometric shapes. Like the bottom of the building is a rectangle, and then he would add shapes to the top that were geometric. So if I draw a line here, if it kept going, this becomes a rectangle. If I add a couple vertical lines and go this way, this kept going, it's like I stacked a little block on top, and I can add onto it. Now it looks like a ketchup bottle. But this shape is a triangle. This would be a rectangle. This is another rectangle. Then we cut on the line, just giving it a little haircut, shave a little off the top. Now that the top is cut, I'm going to take this and flip it over so you don't see the pencil. And I like Sharpie, so I'm using a Sharpie. James Rizzi always drew everything with a permanent marker, and he made a black outline before he started putting any color on his work. He had faces on his buildings too, which we're going to add some faces, and they don't all have to be happy buildings. So give it some big goofy eyeballs if you want to. You could give it glasses. It doesn't have to look like a person either. You can make it look like an animal. Just make sure you're drawing shapes for your building. So now mine has a face, and then we need to add windows, and his windows were not always rectangles. He added other shapes too. We're going to try to kind of create a pattern with our windows. So I could make it a pattern in the row, like square, triangle, square, triangle, square. And I could repeat that, or maybe this row is a square and a triangle, and then the next row I do all circles. And then this one I'm back to square, triangle, square, triangle, square. And what comes next? All circles. So come up with a pattern for your shapes, and they need to be shapes that have names. If I look at your shapes and I'm not sure what it is, then it's not a shape with a name, because those are geometric shapes. Once your shapes are all drawn, then we're going to color these in with marker. And you're going to continue creating a pattern with your color. That's why I did every other circle yellow. Then I can go back, fill all these in orange, make sure it's the same in each row. And now my building's all colored, and I made sure to do my best job coloring in those little bitty shapes. And before you forget, you need your name on the back, and you're going to bring it to me so I can put your building together into a collage of buildings. Your whole class is going to become one big city.